They say timing is everything. A second too soon and the opportunity passes you by. A second too late and you may never get another chance. But sometimes, just sometimes, being late is exactly what you need. Our story begins in London on an ordinary weekday in the early 2000s. A young woman stood at a train station, frustrated, arms crossed, tapping her foot. She had missed her train. Not by much, maybe a minute, 2 at the most, but it was enough to derail her entire day. She was late for an appointment. Her mood was foul. The next train wouldn't come for almost an hour. She had a notebook in her bag, something she carried everywhere. Scribbled inside were thoughts, poems, little fragments of lyrics. Nothing finished. Nothing worth sharing. Not yet. But she had time now. So she sat, pulled out a pen, and let the rhythm of the platform, the click of heels, the rumble of distant tracks inspire her. That one delay, it changed everything. You see, this young woman had grown up surrounded by music. Soul, jazz, gospel, it was all in her bones. She idolized legends, wrote melodies in her sleep. But until that moment, she'd only flirted with the idea of being a singer. She hadn't yet found her voice. Not the literal one, but the emotional one. The one that connects, that tells the truth. But something about that missed train brought clarity. Maybe it was the unexpected pause in a chaotic life. Maybe it was the rare stillness that allowed her to finally listen to herself. Whatever it was, the words that poured out in that hour would become the heart of her first original song. When she got home, she worked out a melody on an old keyboard. The lyrics were raw, about regret, about lost love, about holding on too long. Her voice cracked in places. It wasn't perfect, but it was real. And when she sang, people listened. She uploaded a rough demo to MySpace. Yes, this was the MySpace era. And, well, forgot about it. But people started sharing it. First a few, then a few hundred, then thousands. A producer reached out, then a manager, then a label. By the time she recorded the song professionally, her sound had evolved, but the soul of it, the emotional punch, remained untouched. That first track became a breakout hit, not because it was catchy, but because it was honest. And that woman? Her name was Adele. The song? Hometown Glory, written in a single sitting after missing a train at 16 years old. It became the first song she ever released, and the one that opened the floodgates to global stardom. What followed was meteoric. A debut album went platinum. Grammys, Oscars, a voice that echoed in sold-out arenas and quiet bedrooms alike. But she never forgot that moment on the train platform. That accidental silence that found voice. Because sometimes fate isn't loud. It doesn't come with flashing lights or cheering crowds. Sometimes it whispers through frustration, through missed trains, through the space we're forced to sit in when nothing goes according to plan. Adele once said in an interview that she never planned to write that day. She just needed to do something with her hands while she waited. If she had made the train, if she'd been on time, she might never have written the song that changed her life. So the next time you're delayed, rerouted, or forced to wait, consider this. Maybe it's not a setback. Maybe it's space being made for something bigger. This has been Twist of Fate Radio. I'm Angela Clark. Until next time, remember, sometimes the smallest choices lead to the biggest consequences. Want to explore more stories like this? Visit twistoffateradio.com. There you can read more details about this story and others like it. Plus, you can submit your own Twist of Fate story to be considered for a future episode. You never know what twist of fate is coming next.